Amazon Prime has officially renewed Cross for a third season, and we've got the details. Principal photography is set to run from April 6th to July 30th this year in Mississauga, Ontario. Creator and showrunner Ben Watkins is returning as head writer, with Craig Siebels back as co-writer and director. So the core team is intact, which is a great sign for where this show is headed. Season 2, Episode 5, Recap Climb. But before we get too far ahead, let's break down what just went down in Season 2, Episode 5, Climb, because a lot happened. The episode kicks off with an autopsy on Lincoln Esteban, who apparently shot himself. That sends Alex Cross, played by Aldous Hodge, and Craig, played by Ilona Tal, back to square one. Neither of them buys the suicide story, and they're convinced that the mystery woman, Rebecca Matthews, is connected. Rebecca's identity. A new lead drops a file in their hands about Rebecca's mother and her suspicious death. Cross and Craig follow that trail all the way down to Florida, where Cross finally comes face to face with Rebecca Matthews, played by Jeannie Mason. It's a moment the season has been building toward. Craig's storyline, the deepfake. Meanwhile, back at her apartment, Craig runs into Bobby Trey, played by Johnny Ray Gill, who shows her a video that frames her for Thompson's suicide. Craig immediately calls it out as a deepfake, one that Bad Religion is using to pin the blame on Kayla. Bobby believes her, and she sends him over to FBI agent Bruce Folsom, played by David Tomlinson, who owes her a favor. Things get messier when her boss Roy, also played by Ben Watkins, finds out she's been trying to use bureau resources and threatens her with suspension. But Craig turns it around on him, presenting evidence that Roy is a dirty cop, right after he gave her the green light. The deepfake gets cracked, and the person behind it is revealed to be a woman named Felicia. The Florida confrontation. Down in Florida, Cross confronts Rebecca and charges her with the murders. He pushes her to turn herself in, along with her evidence, so that law enforcement can bring down Lance Durand, played by Matthew Lillard, the owner of Crestbrook Industries, which is tied to sex trafficking, and do it the proper, legal way. Rebecca asks for 24 hours. But at what's supposed to be their final meeting, while Craig is waiting, a truck rams into his car, and out steps Donnie, played by Wes Chatham, Rebecca's partner. It looks like Cross is about to be killed, until a car comes racing in. Bobby Trey jumps out, wounds Donnie, and forces him to run. Turns out Craig never fully trusted Rebecca, so he sent Bobby as Cross's backup, just in case. Episode ending, Senator Ashford. The episode ends with a big reveal. Rebecca's new target is Senator Ashford, played by Josh Peck. His mother was a judge who helped Crestbrook Industries stay out of legal trouble. Rebecca has a file that Ashford's mother left behind as insurance, and she's using it to blackmail Ashford, pushing him to help take down everyone connected to Crestbrook. Whether he agrees to her terms is still up in the air. What's coming next? There are still 3 episodes left this season before we get the final showdown between Cross and Rebecca, and honestly, that confrontation is going to be worth the wait. We'll also find out whether Lance Durand finally faces justice for his crimes. Episode 6 drops on March 4th, 2026, so stay locked in. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more breakdowns and updates.